for some Legend of Zelda, Link to the Past. I'm Desert Eagle, and with me, I have my good friend, Dr. Maxtermind.
Hey, how's it going?
So we're going to be doing here the good old category, NMG any percent. No save and quit. But before I get into this run, what I do need from chat is 4 letters. I'd say 1, but we don't really care about frames right now. It's a marathon.
1 for each sword in the best Zelda.
Alright. I got a D.
Second best.
O-I. I'm just following the single letters that I now got.
O-I.
Alright, I need 1 more. Right, Max, give me a letter.
Let's go with F, the great hero of legends, Doif.
Doif. And
oh boy.
For honorable mention here, we're gonna put some Awoo.
And we had Duck.
Alright. Well then. Let's do this. In 3, 2, 1, go. Very exciting start here. We get to mash and text. But,
basically, if you can't read the language on the screen, it's just telling you, hey, mash the text a bunch of times.
Yeah, pretty much. That's actually like word for word what it says. Like, just mash all the face buttons. This text will go away soon.
Yeah, don't mind the number 6 and the number 1 and the number 7. That was also in the text. It's fine.
So the start of this run is pre-boot, so we need to do a lot of movement technique called pumping here, which is Link, when he's moving both north and west, has an alternating movement of 2 and 1 pixels per step. And what our goal is to try and be moving up try to be facing up or left as much as possible. And then if we're facing left, we can tap up or down to try and constantly reset that 2 pixel step. So if you see this kind of like jittery movement as we're going diagonally, that's what that's all about. And that's often why you'll see me smashing up against a wall.
Admiring the artwork, as it were.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
So as we're going through the castle here to rescue Princess Link, as Zelda is obviously the person in green, being the main character. Games are named after their main characters. Yep, so while we're going through here, are you going to get the boomerang, by the way?
I am, because this is any percent.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say, since we did 100%, not more than a couple weeks ago?
Yeah, 2 weeks ago on the day,
yeah, a couple weeks ago. Yeah. So I'd like to start off, just for chat, with a small dose of what is to come. Deagle, I don't actually have any children, but if I did, I would definitely tell my child that if they were going to play a Zelda game, they should do so in the spring, summer, or winter, because it's easier for health management. You know why?
Why is that?
Because there's no fall damage.
Oh my god. I was trying to hold back a groan so hard I walked past the staircase.
Already some boos in chat. Yes. Let's go. I've made frenemies.
So this guy, we want to get 8 slashes on without dying. Alright. It would probably have been fine, but it's a marathon. We'll just play it safe here.
Give him a quick concussion.
Also get that annoying beeping out of here. Okay, this Doif is just fantastic.
Yeah, the hero of legends, dude. I've been threatened to have my mic cut. that would not be the first time, and I guarantee you it will not be the last. Now we've got good old Princess Link in tow, who is amazing at pathing. The best.
Yeah, so here I'm smashing my face into the wall here because it lets me face up instead of right. So I get the 2-1 pixel movement instead of 1 for every step.
Gotta save the pixels, dude.
Yeah.
Making our way downtown.
I swear to God, I was just about to say that.
Yeah, we're just trying to get to the throne room, man. Who designed these? Frank Lloyd Wright had like some major inspiration in designing the castle.
Oh God, right? It's all very rectangular. And so here's our first dark rooms.
Luckily enough, though, we have a lantern. So...
Yeah, this game gets very mad at you if you come here without a lantern.
As someone who's been in there without a lantern, it's also very confusing, despite these areas being pretty, like, laid out in a very easy way. It's extremely easy to get lost by bumping into a wall or something.
Mm-hmm. That was always the nice thing about when I was playing rando of this. Okay, it was the first one I killed. Having played this game so many times that it just kind of knew the dark rooms.
Wait, are you saying this isn't randoed?
No way.
Oh.
What? All right.
Rando's the only way to play.
If you ask some people.
You didn't want to... Are you sure it wasn't the lever on the left? You could have pulled it just to find out. Maybe
I could have.
Like, oh.
605 escape. It's a little on the slow end for me, but I'll have it. I'll take it.
You did miss the stair because of the dad joke, so it's fine.
I mean, this is true. It's very true. We're gonna grab this free heart here because, yeah, I like 4. 4 is a good number. 3?
Yeah,
I don't know, it's a little bit small.
It's for me, 3 is a little odd, you know.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. So, plus I'm a big fan of health, so like a healthy lifestyle. So having more hearts is better in this case. So.
True.
Now we're gonna head on over to Eastern. Look how fast Link is without his shoes on.
Right? See, what I should have done is actually put this game into a 16:9 feed. Then when we move left and right, think of how much faster we'll be moving.
Yeah, but you'll also be like Fat Link, right? Or Fat Zelda? If you stretch, yeah.
It's sir, it's wide Zelda.
Wide. So sorry. Hey, nice. Everyone can enjoy a good Zelda game. These games are classics, so it's always great.
Change long for random. We put text boxes back in to make this game long.
I mean, who doesn't love artificial length being just inserted into their game?
Right?
I actually personally really like this dungeon because of how simplistic the layout is. And you don't have to do, because obviously it's the first dungeon, your first like introduction to the, well, I guess the castle escape was like dungeon mechanics, but I don't know. This just, as a child and an adult, Maybe I'm gonna go. This was always a lot of fun.
By the legal definition.
So you saw Deagle there skip some skeletons by throwing some pots at very optimal points, spawning the other ones, so...
Yep, so the whole deal there is normally 4 skeletons spawn around you, above, below, and left and right. But with that pattern of pots there, the way we threw them, we killed the one that would have spawned to our right, and then the one that would spawn below us would have been on top of the pot in the middle of the room, so it didn't spawn. The one that would have been above us spawned outside the room. Or I should say would have spawned outside of the room. So he didn't show up. That's a corner.
You ever thought, like, for a second, like, the skeletons, like, jump away from you all the time with the sword? Why do you think that is?
They don't like sharp things.
That's fair. I thought it was just because they didn't have the guts. So in that last room, Deagle also used damage manipulation so that he could get through the anti-fairies to get the pot and obviously step on the button to spawn the treasure chest without having to fight literally everything in the room. So, saving some time, one step at a time.
Yeah, so not only is taking the time to kill everything in that room slow, then the 4 anti-fairies start bouncing around the room, and then that's just no fun. Oops, that was a little early. Oh, that red rupee!
You thought about it.
Did. I wanted it. I still want it, but...
Go back, I'm sure it's still there, it's fine.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, money is a big thing in this game, but not as big of a thing as in the next game.
No.
So...
It's funny how in the next game it's a big deal right up until the moment that it isn't.
Yep.
Alright, so
we're gonna get the two-piece and the biscuit.
I wanted 26 arrows coming into this, but we'll just grab those.
Yeah, so
I messed up a little bit, so we're gonna
this boss fight with the dancing statues, like there's a positioning at the beginning to get you in a location where you can shoot enough arrows into them and then go up to the top-ish left corner and just finish them all off up there. So Deagle said he messed up, but that was a pretty good cover. So
yeah. So I should have been a little more left at the end, and you want to actually move down as you're firing, because then you just get through them faster. Like less travel distance on the shots. But yeah, so like Max said, the idea there, we position ourselves in a certain spot to start the fight, and kill one of them, and bring the other one down to 1 shot away. Because that fight, the final Armos Knight will turn red and start hopping around like a madman, and we don't want that. So we try to make sure we kill the last 2 very close together. And that's why we shoot 5 instead of 6 there at the start, and don't kill that second.
And now we got our boots, so we can do stuff like spin speed and all that crazy jazz. As we talk to the old man, who no one can pronounce his name. I see David put it in chat, to which I say bless you, because that's how I always respond when someone's like Josh a lot. What did we have last time? People in chat put like their best guess for, it's like, tell me what the old man's name is in Link to the Past. Wrong answers only. And we got stuff like Worcestershire, and I don't remember some of the rest of them, but they were pretty good. So, hey, Witch.
Okay, so the spin speed, the way this is done here is we charge up a spin and kind of slide from the sword button straight to the dash button. And the spin, or the dash interrupts the spin. Oh no. No, whatever. Alright, right, no reverse spin speed here. All right,
Only forward.
the spin interrupts the dash, which is what I said the first time. And that keeps us in the dash speed, but it allows us free movement. But since we're dashing, we can't use any items or anything. Sorry, we can't use our sword.
Alright, so we're moving on down.
That is not the book. Let's try that.
I was like, oh, we're using the lantern. This is new. I don't remember this. We're just gonna burn the forest down and call it a day.
Yeah. Like, look, if you burn the statue, then it'll definitely work out.
As we head on over to Desert Palace. So, cool area, cool overworld area for sure. That's my friend the octopus. He lives in the bottom right corner of Desert Palace. He's in the ground. But this area has a really cool boss, who's kindly known as Stupid Worms.
Uh-huh.
So that'll be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to Stupid Worms and how stupid the worms are going to be today.
Oh yeah. You know, there's 2 worm bosses in this game. Which one does chat think is worse?
Yes. That's my answer to that question.
Oh, I'm firmly in the column for this one. This one sucks.
Well, one of them is stupid and the other one's a troll. So...
The worm boss.
Yep, that's true. Nailed it.
They're called pre-molars.
I mean, now's a really good time as you're going through Desert Palace trying to dodge things accordingly and picking up your small keys. For another question, ask Deagle anything, right? ADA.
Oh boy.
So, ADA number 2 here. Deagle, what do you think, from a Zelda speedrunner perspective, what do you think the chances are of people to stop mistaking Link for Zelda?
Oh, that's never gonna stop happening.
Yeah, personally, I think it's highly unlikely. Did you get it? Highly in, like the place
Oh my God.
and the shield.
I was trying to hear the word Link in there.
Oh no, not yet. I have plenty of those. So. Alright, so we just got we got a few rooms ago, the Nintendo Power Glove, which will make the game so much easier. All the extra gadgets.
It'll allow us to, like, you know, pick up, for example, gray octagons.
Yes.
Those black octagons, though, are pretty heavy. So we'll have to wait for those.
Yeah, we'll need an upgraded Power Glove for some of those. So, another thing you'll notice in a lot of the rooms is Deagle will start dashing from the other side so that he can, like, just go straight through the door, which is really cool. It's, he's much better at the positioning than I am. Every time I try to do that, I bonk. So, this is not great. Hey, there's a red rupee.
Yep, and I got it, too. Yeah, so the whole idea is you need to be on the grid, so to speak, when you dash into the door for this. Right, and so, you know, the screen here is made up of a bunch of 8x8 tile pit or 8x8 pixel tiles. And as long as you're kind of, like, lined up perfectly on that grid, then you can activate the door lock before you hit it and bonk. You guys are jerks. I had done, like, no damage to that first worm. It was very...
Say it with me, chat. Stupid worms!
Oh, you... How dare you spawn right under the other guy? Okay.
There we go, nice. Sea moles. Hey, Cluely's here. What's up, Cluely? Stupid worms.
Which?
Get off my desert, you stupid worms.
I'm shaking my fist at them.
I am too in my rocking chair. with my Arnold Palmer in my desert. Well,
so here, I use the beak of the octopus as a cue, actually, for when to turn to the right. Well, there's a little fun fact for you, Matt.
A fun fact? Oh, I love those.
Imagine that.
I'm a huge fan. We should name the octopus. Does it have a name? I don't know if it has a name or not.
I don't know. I've never heard it given a name. Really?
All right, chat. Now is your moment. Nice. Now is your moment to shine. What is the octopus's name? So what Deagle did right there is something called fake flipper. Obviously, he doesn't have the flippers yet. So jumping into the water is usually a bad idea because Link doesn't know how to swim. In the same kind of vein that he doesn't know how to like pick up grass or pick up rocks until he gets into the Power Glove. So what happens is the game checks for the splash animation to let you know that you've like entered the water and to like basically say, oh, if you don't have the flippers, you should take damage here, or if you do have the flippers, go ahead. But if you can manage to jump in the water on a screen transition, it basically skips the like splash animation check, and so you get to swim for free. So
you do have to be holding into the screen transition.
True.
Yeah, that'll take priority, and then go splash.
I like both of these names. We've got Octorok the Casbah. That's his. I think that's his autobiography title for sure. And then we have Steven or Stefan. So,
all right, these are the real jerks of the run there. These
little gremlins.
Dead rocks. Yep.
Yeah, they remind me of the students that I teach on a daily basis. They're just annoying, they get in the way, and then when you yell at them or something, they just kind of stand still and, like, don't really do much. So...
Alright, cool. So we've avoided the... Oh my god, one lasso cabbage.
Almost the little
I had just started saying, so we'd avoided the attack of the cabbages, and they're like,
Yep, and then the guy on top of the mountain's like, my cabbages! Uh-oh. And then we stepped in a portal and turned into a rabbit.
Yep.
As a casual observer, I'll say this is definitely better than the new Space Jam movie.
I thought I was lined up with that door, and then I looked at chat, and then I looked back, and I wasn't lined up with that door.
So now twice you've missed the door or stairs. This one wasn't my fault, though. This one's chat.
I'm gonna call it your fault anyway, though.
Wow. And you didn't pay the toll.
I know. He moved out of the way. He was like, you know what? Today's a free day. You don't have to pay the toll. That's one more time. No! I had it! Oh! Whatever. You know what? Free health.
Let's go. Calculated. Fully planned. That was cool, though.
So that's what I was trying to do the last time, and it didn't work. Nah. Yeah, so you can do this dash where you... If you hold down and right while you're facing right, and then hit both the dash and the item button at the same time, you can throw the boomerang and do a dash. I think I need one of these that are closer to me. Any of these gonna work? Right.
Nice.
I was trying to stop on the pegs, but this'll do.
So that was neat. I'm a fan. I was kind of hoping that the blue pegs, though, when they pop back up, would kill the tiles. That way you literally just have like a shield in front of you.
If only.
But it does save a little bit of time if you can hit it. So that was cool. That's a trick I haven't seen before. I knew about the item dashing thing because Deagle and I talked about it beforehand because I enjoy doing commentary for these things as moral support, less as a knowledgeable participant of the game. So
I appreciate it either way.
hey man, I remember Fake Flipper. That's like a victory lap for me. No.
Yep. So now we need to get the all dungeons RMG run back out.
Deagle knows my love for glitches, so. Alright, so.
This bomb jump here.
Yeah, we're gonna bomb jump. So we're gonna use the damage from the bomb to try to blast ourselves over the thing, which it worked perfectly, which is great. So.
Oh, you came back later to get the toll.
we're gonna see bomb jumping a lot later too, so that'll be really cool.
I thought I had it.
I was pretty close.
You can see
all the
between this bumper and the pit here, but okay.
It's not.
We'll walk around
today. Yeah, you actually saw that a little bit earlier too. There's the pit at the bottom of one of the rooms that we passed through earlier in Tower of Hera, where like Deagle just like dashed, like basically on the side where the little jagged teeth are around the edge of the pit. Still like kind of counts as like land, so you can get around that way.
Only when it's facing up. Only when the teeth are facing up.
So here's our second worm. This one's a troll.
Really?
See? Troll. But it's okay. He didn't knock you into the worst part, the worst position, which is like the eyeball hole.
This is true. You don't want to get center hold. Center hold is bad.
See, this boss could have been made much less...
I messed up that one.
Much less annoying if he didn't, like, regain his hit points. Like, on the way back up. So if they would have just left him with the same health and going insane, this one would have been fine. So... I played mini golf. It seems like the objective. That's what they want you to think. Big mini golf is trying to change people's mind with mini golf propaganda.
Sir?
Oh man, he's got the juice, man. Assassin. You know, the ninja status. I saw the Ninja Gaiden runs earlier. They should have kept... There we go. Should have put this guy in the game. Alright, so Deagle, let's not look at the splits on the screen.
Alright. Well, that could have gone better.
So we have our second pendant. Or third, sorry. I forgot that we actually already did stupid worms for some reason. They're so stupid, I forgot that they even existed for a second.
I mean, I try to forget that they exist every second.
So now we got our 3 pendants. And we can go grab our sword. Swordorino.
So there's a couple tricks you can use in that fight. First thing is, only the head actually does damage, which is important to know. And then you can dash through the head with the sword out because you tink off of it, and then hit the tail, which is what you want to try to do. But another thing is, if you're holding your sword out, it's harder to fall off an edge.
Yep.
We'll kill someone.
As you're just like poking Trolldorm the entire time.
Yep.
One time at mini golf, I saw a young girl just wind up and hit a ball into the parking lot. Okay, what if I told you that a friend of mine did the same thing, but at an indoor mini golf place?
What?
Yeah, he's not allowed in there anymore, for sure. So,
Yeah.
but she knew. Got our magic mushroom for later.
Just getting a little bonk in there.
Just real quick, as we pull Ped, I wonder what it'll be. I hope it's something good.
It's another sword.
Oh my goodness, I never would have thought.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
So, very important right now is I do not want to take any damage until I pull this tree down there. As you might notice, I pulled the tree when I got down from the mountain, and that dropped 4 blue rupees. There's 3 items that can drop from that tree: green, blue, or red rupees. And it all depends on how many kills you have and how much damage you do. So if you've not killed 3, or if you've killed 3 or fewer enemies since your last tree pull, you will get green rupees guaranteed. If you've killed 4 or more, but you've taken damage, you get blue rupees. And if you killed 4 or more and not taken damage, you get red. So it's very crucial
that we need money.
Yep. Very crucial that we kill 4 and not take damage from that tree pull after the mountain. And it's unfortunately kind of easy to take just stupid damage in that forest.
From the bird or I was gonna say we're still in Light World, so like not the murder-dactyl.
It's usually the bird for me, but if you get bush guarded or this is why you should always dash through bushes. That way you don't get bush bombed.
Hey, we've been here before.
Yeah, remember this place?
Yeah. So the good thing about the Master Sword is that it doesn't conduct electricity very well, so you can just slash through the electricity and just like,
So I forgot to practice the better strat here before this run, like I intended to. But we're just gonna do that.
Hey, it still works. So, and our boy Doif on the way to save the princess.
Yeah, so there, we kill them with a dash because those enemies are in a prize pack for a fairy drop, which is prize packs are the items that enemies can drop when they are killed. And there's like 8 prize packs in the game, I think, something like that. And the prize pack that contains a fairy has those blue guards in it, so we don't want to kill them with normal sword attacks. Thankfully, dashing doesn't progress it. But there are some other enemies that we'll encounter in there. There's the mini Helmosaurs in Dark Palace, and most importantly, there's the Pokies, which we will see in Turtle Rock, which is who we want the fairies from. Right. It did not actually mean to turn down in this room.
But here we are.
Was a little bit of a compromise there. I gotta enjoy having a shield while it lasts.
I was gonna say, imagine being able to stop a trident, like just like holding up a tiny shield that covers your shoulder, basically.
I didn't get the double spin on him. You want to try and double spin that top red guard. Sir, I'm going to need you to get out of the way. That top red guard, you want to double spin him into the rail up there. That way he dies. You only have to worry about the bottom one, but, he didn't cooperate today. Which, that strat's consistent as far as I know, so I think I was just off a little bit on position.
Here we go.
Oh god, bush rollers. Yes, so thankfully there are no bush rollers outside of Rando. Oh my god, those are awful.
So this is something that I had made a mention the last time Deagle did this run in a marathon, was one of the things that I didn't realize until like playing the game enough times, that you can actually move in this room before Aghanim starts talking to kind of just get closer to the door. I always thought you just had to sit there and wait for him to like get through with his monologue of how I'm the bad guy, I have your princess, and that's it.
So we have this number here between 0 and 15.
Yep, chat. You gotta guess the number of blue balls.
Well, it's not going to be 15.
Oh, there's one.
This is just intense tennis.
With a little bit of lightning.
The shot was just...
That's true. Okay. We still have one.
1. I'll take that.
1. All right.
So there's not much in the way of strategy in that fight. Optimally, you try to hit him back to the middle every time to shorten his, or to give him, you know, the shortest path to wherever he's going to go. And obviously, it might not be the shortest, but on average, the middle of the room is closer to any other place. Yeah, so we have that, and then the other thing is, except on the guaranteed energy ball, which is the one that's after the lightning, you do not want to do the spin attack from above or below him, because if it's a blue ball, you generally get hit. But otherwise, it doesn't matter. You can play it risky and, you know, always go above or below on ones that would hit where that would be. Why did I dash up there? On places where that would hit him more toward the center of the room, but it is a risk when you do that.
So now we're heading back to Palace of Darkness. As we go through this little maze here, we're going to pick up the extortion monkey.
Yep.
So this is going to help us get into the dungeon. And yes, no S and Q means no save and quit. So like you can't use save and quit to warp to like the mountain or Link's house or anything like that.
Yep.
While Extortion Monkey opens up this dungeon here. Deagle, are you a fan of Star Wars?
I am.
You are. You know why Zelda is like way better than Star Wars though? Is that a no?
I don't. What is it?
Okay. It's got triple the force.
There it is.
Yeah. So there you go.
It's true though. There is.
But it is. Mm-hmm.
I almost mirrored out there because I was like, oh, I'll just throw a boomerang back and pick up that bomb. So this dungeon has interesting routing. And when I say interesting routing, I mean in just about every category, you route this dungeon differently. And in particular, the Restricted Major Glitches all dungeons, RMG any percent, and NMG any percent, all do it in different ways.
Very different.
Oh, very different, yeah. So it's very easy to, you know, thankfully I didn't do it here, but I have definitely routed this dungeon incorrectly several times because of that.
Yeah, in this one it's mainly just using like the mirror to its maximum advantage because obviously the mirror has the ability to like change the overworld when we're up there, but like at the same time using it in a dungeon allows you to go back to the entrance of the dungeon. So it's very easy for like a dungeon like this one where like the small keys are like all over the place just to grab small keys and small items that you need and then immediately just warp back to the entrance to keep working on that. So alright, so now we're gonna do another bomb jump. Hammer yum. Nice. So we can get our hammer.
Yep, nice little trick there to get through the rail.
So yo, thanks for subbing to Retro Gaming. Appreciate you.
Almost walked off the edge there.
It's fine. It would have been fine. You would have popped back up and okay. Zelda here in the green is insanely resilient. So.
Oh yeah. just to be safe here, I'm gonna grab a couple extra of those.
Grab a few extra. So, one of the very few benefits of sword sparkles, sword beams. Couldn't think of the word for a second. I was like, I'm just gonna call it sword sparkles until someone tells me what it is in chat or I remember. So,
I mean, Z1, those look like sword beams, right? Z1, Z2.
yeah,
These really are just like sword sparkles.
like sword shurikens or something, because it's like it spins in a circle. It is odd.
I had so this was a bit of the AD, all dungeons routing that was throwing me off, because you actually have to switch back to boomerang there. You don't in this. Oh no!
Turtle party! Let's go!
It's a mini turtle party at least.
You know, the turtles saw how, like, wrecked and destroyed TMNT got earlier in that really cool speedrun, the race. And so they were like, we're back for revenge.
Yep. So I'm going to enter the spin speed state in this fight because it actually extends the upward hitbox of the hammer a little bit from being complete jank garbage to somewhat usable.
To, like, slightly, like, maybe, like, recycling garbage.
Yeah. It gives it the, I think it's the sword's hitbox. And that's that. Nice.
Good fight. This boss is really good, but hits really hard.
Yeah. Is a hamster store? This is actually my favorite boss in the game, though. I like his design. The fight's actually fun. It's more fun when you're not trying to go fast. But yeah, he hits like a truck.
Most games are more fun when you're not trying to go fast. Maybe not all of them. I mean, Sonic is usually more fun when you're trying to go fast.
Yeah.
Don't tell the worm. Which one?
Don't tell her.
Yep, so we're saving all of these princesses that are trapped in small crystals. They become very, very large crystals out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
So...
It is taking, like, everything in me not to hit my split button after each of these dungeons.
It's still connected to your pedal, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I mean, so it shouldn't be that big of a deal, right? Or you just don't want to hear it, the click.
Oh, well, I'm controlling the timer for the run with my pedal.
That's fair, that's fair, that's fair.
Go away. I don't want to take the 3 hearts of damage from Murder Dactyl there, so I played that a little bit safe.
Those enemies are terrible. Murder Dactyl is really bad, so there's another item dash there. By pushing the dash button or the run button and the hammer at the same time, you can just run through all the hammer picks. Which is awesome.
Oh yeah.
So...
You know, there's few things in this game more satisfying than when you go over to the hammer pigs area and dash through all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Just feels so nice.
We're going to go over here so we can get our shovel and our ocarina.
Yep. I was like, I pressed Y. I must have pressed it too early.
So that we can get our fast travel component of the game, which makes the game a lot faster than having to run between every single like dungeon and so forth. So,
oh yeah.
As our tree stump friend gets Thanos out of existence, there's a boss in the next game that also there's a Thanos reference there. So,
oh wait, I almost forgot about this because I've been doing 100% for a marathon before this, and we don't have to worry about that strat.
Yeah, so when are we doing Dig Game?
You can. You can absolutely feel free to do Dig and Game if you'd like.
Of course. So Speaking of things you can dig, did you see at the last Nintendo Direct they announced a new Zelda game?
They announced a new one?
Yeah. It's a gardening simulator.
Ah.
It's called Link, the Hero of Time.
Link, Hero of Time.
Yeah. Do you get it? Like the herb time. I take your silence as a victory, okay? So, as far as I'm concerned, we all won here, okay? As you grab your magic powder. So.
You've turned chat against you now.
I mean, you act as if that wasn't my original intention.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
The cat's like, no.
No. Honestly, when I make these jokes, just in case you want to know, chat, I am definitely making the same face as, like, the husky waiting for people to laugh at their joke, or the Rayquaza that also does it. I wish I had the picture on me. Alright, so went up near Skull Woods so that we could go back into the Dark World and enter Thieves Town. This is probably my favorite dungeon, like the dungeon layout and stuff like this. I like this one the best, but I hate the boss.
Oh my god, someone has the emote. There you go, that's actually Max right now.
Yes, that's me, yes.
Oh my god, and your name is Dog Developer, that's just perfect. I love it.
I saw that earlier and it made my heart smile. I was like, that is a name. That is a great name. So
it is.
I like any names that are named after animals. Those ones are always great.
Like Trumpet Dog?
Tuba Dog, you mean?
Tuba Dog, sorry.
Trumpet Dog's his cousin, not nearly as funny. So... But yeah, so like, yeah, I really like this layout. I mean, I like the dungeon itself. Like, there's definitely
We got the God
nice.
Pixel. That is... Okay, and then I messed that up, which is usually...
and then you were too excited. Oh.
I was way too excited about that. That is... I'm pretty sure that's the first time I've ever gotten that in a marathon, which feels nice. Ooh.
I'm also a big fan of these like cricket creatures, despite the fact that they do a lot of damage.
I hate these guys.
But also, like, do they appear anywhere else in the game besides this dungeon?
I want to say yes. I'm like 80% sure it's yes.
I'm trying to remember where though. It's kind of like the same thing as like the water striders that are in the other dungeon that's later on.
Well,
yeah, like whether or not they also appear again anywhere else. They do an Enemizer.
yeah, they do. Fun fact, when you do this run in RMG All Dungeons, you don't have a power glove when you come into this place. So you actually have to kill all the enemies in there. Oh, goody.
Oh! Well, you can't save the, you can't save her now.
Well, we're doing this.
Well, I mean, I don't even know why we're even trying at this point. She just took a fireball to the face.
Yeah.
So, that should have been Zelda's, like, first red flag that something was off about the kidnapped girl in Thieves Town.
Right.
And there's our upgraded Nintendo Power Glove. Upgraded with the ability of a Primo strategy guide.
Mine certainly didn't see that coming.
Ah, nice. A fellow subscriber to The Punishment. I'm a fan.
Another connoisseur of the funny.
Yep.
Alright, so here's Max's favorite boss.
I hate this boss. Even though it's completely scripted, I hate this boss.
We're gonna get our 3 pokes in here. Come back up. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I didn't mean to get a spin off there. That spin threw the whole thing off.
Like, I like Blind's fight in A Link Between Worlds way better.
That fight scares me in A Link Between Worlds. So much so that we might see that dungeon twice. But, yeah, we'll see. We are definitely saving right before it. Yes, hopefully not.
Right. Let's see.
Ginger faces are fireproof. We have no souls, so we don't fear the fires of hell. Okay. Makes sense. Okay. Now we have a little bit of chores to do. I'm including this bomb that I was supposed to take out earlier. Free bomb.
We always take the free bomb.
So, very important that we do Thieves Town, that dungeon, as fast as possible. Because getting that second glove there, the Titan's Mitt, allows us to come over here and save this hopping frog. He is going to help us get the 3rd sword.
Which is a baguette. Well, it starts as a baguette.
Correct.
So,
What am I doing? You're here. Yeah, why doesn't the frog jump down the ledge or, over the rock? It's a frog.
well, they should have taken inspiration from the frog in Chrono Trigger. I mean, he hopped all over the place.
The frog in Chrono Trigger, also known as Frog.
Yes, a frog.
Or Glenn, if you want to be, formal.
Yeah, we don't like that, though.
Or if you listen to the speedrunners, his name is G. Because they delete all but the last character of his name.
There we
Or
go.
every character's name.
Chat, if you like spicy foods, we now have a flaming hot Cheeto at our disposal. So
Started as a baguette and somehow turned into a flaming hot Cheeto.
so now we are coming in here, and then we are going to head on over to big money, no whammies. Stop. I wonder why we need all of this money. We've already seen Extortion Monkey. Is there perhaps another character that wants to, destroy your wallet?
I don't know.
No, I guess we'll find out later. That's fair. My character in D&D also likes shiny things. That's why I'm in jail right now for stealing too much stuff.
That'll do it.
Alright, so let's go on, head on over into Skull Woods, which actually, I like this boss a lot. I hate the arena. It's really bad. So, I'm not 100% sure who decided at Nintendo that putting a boss in a room with, putting a boss in a room surrounded by spikes, good idea. Interesting premise. Putting a boss in a room surrounded by spikes that also has a conveyor belt floor that changes directions, horrible idea. They should have been fired. So...
It's really funny what Enemizer has taught me is that, that boss in literally any other room is a pushover. That was also damage I would rather not have taken.
So another bomb jump here. Dude, he was gunning for you.
Yep. So normally we fall down this pit because it warps us back to the door and then we walk out, but given that extra damage I took on the outside, we'll not worry about that. actually.
Yeah, Skullwoods can be pretty dangerous with the amount of like pits that are around and like the enemy stuff. On Atomizer, it's worse, obviously, but as intended. It's also very easy to get lost if you're like a casual, like, or a new player, like trying to make sure that you've gone into every area, considering there's a few rooms in here that are traps that lock you in with falling floors and stuff like that, so it's something that you have to be careful of. Luckily enough, the speedrunners know where all of those are. Yeah. So...
Can I actually get... I swear to God, this fireworm will not let me do the dash all the way up through the door there. Alright, so I'm going to take the long way around here, because I want a little bit of this health.
Hey man, works for me. Are they called fireworms? Is that like their like actual enemy name? Because they look like Cheeto Puffs.
I don't know. They do look like Cheeto Puffs, though.
I mean, again, I have not eaten today at all. I'm starving, so everything looks like food in this game.
So ideally, you want to hit that mummy into the spikes, because the spikes will do damage to the enemies equivalent to the level 4 sword, the butter sword, which is, you know, nice. And you don't want to hit him into the spikes because
it's no
he is
damage.
coded to not take damage from the spikes. Which is coincidentally meaning that if you get the butter sword before fighting this guy, your sword will do no damage to him.
That sucks.
Yeah. They fixed that in the rando, so people who just play rando wouldn't have noticed that. But yeah, happens. They might have fixed it in a later revision of the game too. I'm not actually sure about that.
Yeah, because keep in mind, like, a lot of the glitches, right, only work on the 1.0.
Yep, most of them.
Yeah. So
very few of them still work. I want to say Fake Clippers is one of them that still works, but I'm not 100% on that.
Well, Deagle, I heard another rumor recently.
What's this?
That the next Legend of Zelda game is actually going to be set in a Hyrule version of Spain.
Hyrule version of Spain?
Yeah, but no one believes me for some reason. I don't understand. I guess they just don't expect a Spanish League decision. You get it? No one expects the Spanish Inquisition. But it's Spanish League decision instead. Another victory for your boy Max.
I had to think for a second where I was supposed to flute to.
When I was reading the joke at first, I was like, I don't get this. And then I was like, oh wait, I get this. So
Stream muted after that last one. It's been a good one.
It's been a good one.
Alright. I'm gonna carry this rock and throw it at this guy. There we go.
Not for any particular reason, just because. Well, yeah. Obviously that guy has a very high chance of being in your way.
Yep.
But now we're heading on to what we needed the money for.
Well, we're gonna go make someone mad by throwing a rock through their window.
Oh, that's true. This is Ding Dong Ditch gone horribly wrong.
Yep. Look at Link's eyes. He's like, oh crap, I messed up. Yeah. We actually, so that bonk there sets us up for something called a quick warp. Which, again, if we're on the grid that I mentioned earlier, this, you know, like we're perfectly centered on one of those 8x8 pixel tiles, when we warp, and this might actually only, I think it's only the X position that matters for this, but when we warp, the animation's a slight bit faster. And when we bonk off the wall there, that puts us perfectly on one of those, or that fixes our X alignment to exactly what it needs to be. Nice little trick there.
Oh, hey, he gave us some flippers for $500.
This isn't Honda. I don't need to go over there.
That hard piece looking mighty Tipton. I guess the best change of not being Honda this time is you don't have to go throw 400 things in the fairy fountain.
Oh, God. Well, that was because it was item completion. No!
Oh, it's true.
No! Alright. Can we... Alright, well, we're taking damage anyway. Cool. Yeah, so edges in the water are really stupid. And I got caught on them.
And now we get to go into Ice Palace. I'm a dad for 2.5 years already, and I still can't take those dad jokes. It's funny. I mean, to be fair, they're really bad. So, but it doesn't mean that they're ever gonna stop.
So the one room I wanted sword beams in, I didn't have it. But it gave me a heart at the end.
Nice.
Yeah.
The ultimate disrespect.
Yeah.
I'll be right back. I had some food just get dropped off. I'll be right back.
Oh. It's just a frozen water temple. It is. Alright. So, some of you may be familiar with a trick called Icebreaker. That's not allowed in NMG, so we're not doing that. Sorry to disappoint anyone. But it's a fun trick. And I'd absolutely go look it up. We had a vote, and the no's won. Oh, that's pretty much it. That and Diver Down were both voted on. Oh no, I fell. Come on, really? Let's not do silly things. There we go. Oh no, I moved too early. Because I wasted that magic shot earlier, I'm gonna grab that. I'm gonna swing at this guy so that way I don't have to both wait for him or get hit downward. Yep, yeah. I mean, Icebreaker is just lovely. I meant to push that block down before coming up here.
I see chat discussing Sire's favorite glitch.
Yes.
Oh.
Alright. Here we go.
My best friend, the cotton candy monster.
There we go.
That was a great fight. Nice. Just to let chat know, Deagle practiced that fight earlier, and it went in the opposite direction.
Oh yeah, I didn't die, but I was chasing them to like every corner of the room. See, what I had to do was get the crap fight out of the way so I could have a good one here. I think it ultimately just came down to people not wanting, like, rail clips, which does kind of fly in the face of Hammer Young. but that came out like so long ago. That like if that were voted on today, I don't think would pass. Excuse me? Must have gone too low there. Hover is, yep. I know that's the basis for some stuff in Rando, like the potion thing in Palace of Darkness.
Are we gonna try some crazy hovering today?
Of course. Yeah, hovering in NMG has exactly one useful. Right. I was thinking about last time where I had the hookshot there, and then this is
We have to avoid
normally
the
do it.
cabbage
So
guy
I
for
normally
that
have the
part,
hookshot. Yeah, so hovering in NMG isn't like super useful.
It's just really cool to see.
But the way it functions, though, is less glitchy than some other stuff. Because you're just kind of abusing the falling animation. You have a certain window of time before you actually start falling. And as long as you... where am I going? This way, please. As long as you, press the dash button in these windows, it resets the dash animation.
So Link to the Past basically becomes a rhythm game for a little bit.
Pretty much. And honestly, like, I'm not gonna say it's like an easy trick or anything, but I think it was because of Rando kind of got blown out of proportion, like just how amazing it is. Like, it's a cool trick for sure, but I didn't actually need those bombs. Just a habit of grabbing them there. But,
We could always use more bombs.
yeah. But, yeah, the hovering thing, like, it's really not that hard. At least not as, like, the common memes about it would imply.
See, there's our good friends, the Water Striders. Hanging out. And we got to see Link there for a little bit, doing his best swimming, wearing the flippers on his hands, and drinking as much of the water as possible.
Yep.
It's a lot easier to get through the water if you just drink it all. So,
Yeah, this is true. This reminds me of... Item dash, please. It reminds me of the movie Beer Fest. Where they throw the guy in the vat of...
the tank?
Can I please go the right way? I was already ahead, like thinking ahead to the other room where you do this.
It doesn't want to let you go the right way because you forgot to flood the key.
Oh yes, that's right. Fun fact, in RMG all dungeons, you actually must flood the key. Also, fun fact in RMG, you don't even see the left side of this dungeon. Because there is nothing of any value over here.
That's okay, it's pretty drab.
It is.
It looks exactly the same as the right-hand side of the dungeon, almost. So.
Yeah. I mean, this room is almost identical. You can tell from my little misroute for a second there. Yeah, so this dungeon, there's not really a whole lot to say about it. The biggest thing is, like, there's just 1,000,001 things in here that try to hurt you. And nothing hits particularly hard. Like, this is intended to be the second Dark World dungeon, after all. But nothing hits particularly hard, but there is a ton of everything around. So it's still easy to take damage.
That's one of the things I enjoyed about this game as well, is like the how open it was in terms of like what dungeon choice you choose to pick. And getting hints from the fortune teller that you're obviously not going to pay attention to.
Of course.
When the fortune teller continues to tell you to pick up the stupid ice rod for the 400th time.
Yeah. There's our big key. And now we can go get the best item in the game.
Agreed. Oh.
I disagree. Fortune teller is a scam. I mean,
the fortune teller is a scam unless you're me, and then Deagle gets increasingly frustrated because you keep ignoring what the fortune teller is saying.
oh, did I get it? Nice, I got the magic
Nice.
pixel. So being able to hookshot into that second pot there, you actually have to have a perfect Y pixel for that. So that was pretty nice. That felt good to get.
That's your second, like, perfect one, right? You got the one earlier that you said you never gotten in the marathon. The
Oh,
God
yeah.
pixel, that was the other one.
Yep. I think I've also never gotten this one in a marathon, so that's nice. I was examining the corners there, just in case.
You never know when a rupee or something's going to be hidden there. You know, you find change in the couch all the time. Could be in the corners. Uh-oh.
What, like some hearts? Oh, excuse me. Well, that was just called not paying attention. I was too busy trying to set up the dash there where you can just dash straight through without stopping. Then, ignore the other dude. Alright, so here we go. Good old Argus.
The second cotton candy themed boss of the run.
There is a fast strat for this first part, but I am absolutely terrible at it. Oh,
That was really close.
I got the 2 shots but missed the spin thing. Alright, so I almost got the 1 cycle there. We tried. The cats were probably just hovering and Samaria clipping. Dude, Cane of Samaria is the most broken item in this game. Hands down. The things that that cane allows you to get away with.
Intended.
Yeah, of course.
So I assume after the marathon and stuff is over, they're probably going to upload the runs to YouTube, right?
Assume so.
I would imagine so.
They usually
That's
do.
great, because, I mean, just in general, YouTube loves Legend of Zelda games.
True.
Like, for sure. Yeah, because there's almost always a link in the description.
You know,
That's the first time I've used Link as a pun, by the way. So I have been avoiding it the whole time. Well, I did say it. No. I take that back. I have used it once before, but like using it as like a web reference, I've tried to avoid.
Have a good night.
Get one for free. One. Ah, you must be new here. Check the VOD for details. Alright. Heading into a dungeon.
Oh my
that has
god, this isn't Hondo.
a very, very scary exterior. Yeah, I was like, wait a minute. I was like, I guess I'll just talk about it anyway. But, you know, gotta go for those heart pieces and everything, man.
And I dashed into those things because you take damage on them because that heart piece gives you a full heart container, or a new heart, so you get a full heal there. And I wanted to go into this dungeon with full health. So now we're gonna improvise this next room strat a little bit with the fire rod.
Oh, I was like, who's still left? It was like bang, bang, bang the whole time.
Well, we tried. That was close.
You're right. It could be your progressive sword in Maya.
Good. Get a feeling it might be at Fat Fairy today, though.
Deacon, would you say this is the easiest dungeon to miss route?
I don't think so. I definitely think that goes to Palace of Darkness.
True. I was just making a joke at Sire's expense, even though he's not here.
Always good to poke fun at friends. Especially when, you know, when they basically promote YouTube. Down the hole we go. And here's a big key.
Pretty early, which is nice. Comparatively to some of the other dungeons.
Yep. I will say the most annoying dungeon to route is Swamp. I dislike that dungeon in the run. You can see this guy is going to be a jerk and get away.
That guy also thought about it.
I love how high you can hook onto that block. You can get even higher on it too, like so high that the hook doesn't actually hit the block.
And yet Link still goes flying through the air.
Yep. Right, let's see if we can get that heart. This room right here is one of the greatest hover rooms in Rando. I love finding that early big key. Oh, I forgot to even try to set up for Spooky.
Too scary.
Yeah, pretty spooky. Oh my god, that's not where we go.
It is pretty terrifying.
Yeah, so spooky action glitch is something in here where you basically offset the altitude variable So when the fire rod makes contact with something, in this case one of these Sparkies over there, anti-fairies, the actual collision damage goes, it's shifted up vertically, and you end up hitting the switch without having to bomb the wall there. Shouldn't need this one. We're gonna do that just for safety there. And here's some eyes.
So you know how, like, as a kid, it was like the floor is lava, and here it's like the floor is poison.
Right. And he's dead.
Very nice.
The floor is the eye juice. Yeah. Yeah, so that boss is all about damage boosting. The slime floor does 1 heart of damage. The eyeballs do 4 hearts of damage. Don't touch the eyes, is the goal.
But the eye juice is fine. We'll walk through that all day.
Yep. So you use the damage boosting off the eye juice, so you can basically just stand inside the swarm of eyes there and spin to win.
Oh my god, more puns in chat.
Are you proud?
Mm-hmm.
And time to go up the mountain. See if I can actually go the right way today. That's fine. Hit me on the stairs all you want.
That was a nice little gremlin dodge, though. Yeah, but he's like right there.
Sir, that was rude.
Maybe the grasshoppers are in Ganon's. I was gonna say, because I still haven't seen one since Thieves Town.
Yeah, that might be where they are. Alright, so if you bonk off them, you take damage. You avoided the bonk. I missed the hook dash. No, we have to do this very slow. Now the question is, will we get the legendary medallion speed?
I hope so.
I hope so too, because it's incredibly pointless.
So why not show it off?
Hey, we got it!
Nice.
So when you do the item dash, right, it puts you in the spin speed state, and you have to touch stairs to activate it. And, well, if you do it with the medallion there, there's that little bit of stairs going up to the medallion altar. These guys, so I could have swung at and killed that guy, but that runs the risk of getting shocked by them, which will send you back to the beginning of the room because you'll fall. And that's,
Not fun.
I missed that. Try this again?
We still have time, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Whew. The night I died in Turtle Rock.
Use the
Turtle Rock
iframes.
Turtle Rock actually does sound like a really good restaurant. I go there. Nice. Yeah, I love the iframes of the hookshot animation to get through things.
So the fastest strat there is actually you damage boost on the way out, but well, those rollers do 4 hearts of damage, and we should be getting a fairy up here soon, which is why people do the damage boost, but it's still scary. Alright, and there's the fairy. I usually like to get it after this room here. These guys suck. Really? Sir? Move! Alright. I don't know how they got desynced like that. Wasn't cool.
Alright, Deagle, remember it's not Honda. Remember the tubes of destiny.
Oh, I did the tube song even for Hundo. I don't know. I just autopiloted.
I feel like the entire post office system in Hyrule or in Dark World is based on just the area in Turtle Rock. Because they all look like postal tubes.
You know what? I don't mind getting turned into a rabbit there, as long as we kill that. Oh god. Okay. As long as we kill that Pokey with that spin, getting turned into a rabbit there really isn't a big deal. We're actually gonna get a little bit of healing here. Oh no, I was trying to face left before this spin. I could have killed both of them in one spin, but they didn't face down or face left when charging there. Bit unfortunate. But that's alright. We're still alive. Dash to that Pokey. Oh, rude. Extra rude.
I was gonna say, can we get the triple?
Dungeon always makes you dread having to replay it. Dungeon.
This part made me dread having to play Turtle Rock over again. At any point in time.
Fair enough. Yeah, that maze, once you learn the path through... Aw, he fell. I wanted to kill him. He's gonna be...
Wow! The aggressiveness. Oh, he fell. Oh, I wanted to murder him.
Yeah, pretty much. Alright, so there's Laser Skip. Oh, he did come back. I swear he comes back if you don't kill him. Oh, it all works out then.
Hard to come back when you're falling to your death.
Oh, okay then.
Oh, say, this is about to be really fun.
It shouldn't be an issue with the boss, but we'll just call it stupid mistake insurance.
Ooh, we didn't go for the extra long hover for the memes?
No, not today.
Not this time. So... The best part about this boss, besides the fact that his design is amazing, and the way that you fight the boss is also really, really cool. Try to get this quick spin. There we go.
Wanted a double spin on his head, but
is the utter terror you feel when you have Animizer on and you walk into a dungeon and you don't have magic yet or anything like that. You're like, oh. Look how healthy we are.
we've done it. We've rescued Link. Princess Link there inside that crystal.
Princess Link. Found it.
snow hook speed for us.
Big same. Big supporter. You know what? Interesting. Fun fact, by the way, about another Zelda game. Breath of the Wild. Obviously, a lot of people like that game. But did you know that Breath of the Wild was originally intended to be basically solely for the Wii U? But midway through development, they made the Switch.
God.
Do you get it? I heard "Oh God" in the background, so I know he got it. It's fine.
The funny thing about that is it's true.
No, I will be commentating the next run.
Thought you were getting away from him that easily. Oh,
Just in case you want to ban me before next run, though. By the way, my name is Witchrain, Witchrain. If you want to do that. So.
oh, it's too high. There we go. It's a lot easier to do that with the blue versus the red boomerang. Red boom is trash. Just awful, awful item. It is not better than the blue boomerang. Not only does it make that trick way too annoying, it also has sparkles, which lag the game.
The red meringue.
Buckle up, folks. Nice little bonk around that corner. That's a fun trick when you bonk against something. Your Y variable, your Y pixel, actually moves up a little bit. So that's how you sneak around that corner. That's also why you've noticed in quite a few of the bomb jumps, I bonk into the wall before the bomb explodes. It's to get that extra little bit of height.
Hey, we've seen these guys before, but now on ice.
Oh, oh god, that's bad. That's very bad.
There we go.
That wasn't a fantastic fight, but it's all good.
I mean, ice physics doesn't have.
Now we start the final ascent of
The
Ganon's
climb. This, by the way, the climbing Ganon's Tower and Link to the Past is what inspired Miley Cyrus' song "The Climb." There's a fun fact for it.
Oh, that's a neat one. I made him dodge the arrow. Good job. So I think we need some healing. So we'll have to go into, Really? Oh my god.
Let's say that's the situation where it's like, oh, you made it worse, and now they're all trapped with you.
Yep. It's like, this is the opposite of what I wanted to do. Alright, so we're gonna take this little safety door here. I really wish I didn't have to go in here, but I'll take that over game overing. Alright, here it is, the gauntlet. this is 4 rooms in a row of a bunch of garbage.
And some of it on ice.
Yeah. Sword beams in here is so awful. Thank you. He's like, I got you.
Nice.
I was in no dash there. Anyway. Hey Max, do you like stupid worms?
I love them so much, in fact, that I would like 2 helpings of stupid worms, please.
Oh, okay. Not sure what happened to my fire rod shot there, but...
Into the void.
Alright, so that was a very fantastic, very fantastic fight there. But it's alright, we'll live. Those guys killed as fast as possible.
I still don't understand how Link to the Past managed to predict a Reaper skin in Overwatch.
No! Alright, I don't think we're gonna have time, so we'll... This. Alright then. I tried to shoot the fire rod before the magic filled up.
It was like, you don't have enough magic. You don't have enough magic.
Oh. All right, that's the first time I've ever done that. And why?
I've never done that before. He said the thing.
Oh, because I accidentally hit a switch again. That's why. Sir, I'm gonna need you to go away. Really? I swear I'm cursed to, like, never get this in a marathon run.
All the god pixels and everything, but they're hating on you for hovers.
Uh-huh.
Also, he won't leave you alone.
Okay. I'll try this, like, 2 more times. I still have time on the estimate here. Oh, come. Well, we got a little bit off the ground
Got
there.
further, dude. Progress.
Alright, last one, and then we'll just kill him. Have to do it for the memes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We got like half a tile over the cat.
Okay, now time to murder him.
Today is just not my day for it. Now, I bet you what's going to happen is the same thing that happened last time I tried to do this in a marathon, is if I try and practice this right after, it's going to go first try.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, you are just being rude today, Moldorm. Oh yes, the much more reasonable Moldorm bounce. Oh my goodness. That is certainly a strat that exists. It's funny, for the RMG any percent run, which doesn't get the hook shot at all, that's the preferred strat now, is Moldorm bounce. I think people are insane for trying to do that. And I didn't get the magic refill in that room because the blocks confused me. Well then.
We improvise. Yeah, so now we basically have the Aghanim fight again, but now there's like 3 of them. So you want to try to hit him, yeah, basically as many double shots or triple shots as you can get.
Yeah, they got like super desync there. Yeah, all the low magic means is since I am not sure that I would get a triple spin on Ganon every single time, it just means we're going to use the lamp for the fight instead of the fire rod. But other than that, no big deal. Alright, let's go. That's boss time. And that's phase 2 down.
Nice.
Only 1 round of fire bats. Oh no! Okay, well.
And that firebat just kept going. He was like, yep.
Please stop warping. Alright. Okay, nice missed spin. That's 2, 3. Oh god.
I was like, oh, it's so close.
Almost done here. There it is.
There we go. All right.
Alright, I was focusing a little bit there because of the whole, 2 hearts thing. And
Oh, no goal this time because the magic. No.
nope. I think there might have been enough magic for Samaria, but I didn't get the menu off in time. You have to menu before the final hit to Ganon.
Oh, so I saw another pun in chat right before the end there.
What's this?
I really hope this game gets a sequel. I've always felt there was a missing link between this and the 3D games.
Ah, yeah. Me too. Alright. Yeah, so that was Link to the Past. No major glitches. Any percent. No save and quit. Fun run. It's classic run here. Yeah. So that'll be it for this game. And I'll be back momentarily. Or some other game. We'll have to figure it out.